Hello, Professor and classmates. My name is Abigail Derit, and I will be discussing the chapter 5 about social welfare policy programs and services. Social welfare policy programs and services. The key words for this curriculum are include social welfare, needs, problems, and provision. The goal is to help students learn about general policies, condition, legislation, institution programs, and a wide range of services related to social welfare in today's society. Students are expected to understand the nature of social work function and contribution to social welfare problems, as well as the programs and the services that address them. Furthermore, students should be given opportunities to focus their studies on the social welfare sector that interests them, preferably in anticipation of their future career choices. So, the aims for studying social welfare policy and service are to assist in the preparation of competent practitioners who will be involved in the delivery of social service and efforts to effect necessary social change. To help students acquire an ability for critical analysis of the problems and conditions in the society and its major institutions. Then, to assist students in developing a commitment to the profession and its responsibilities for promoting social welfare goals and services, as well as preventing social problems. The following is the outline of the specific knowledge required for this area. Number one is framework. Society respond to a variety of human needs and problems through the institution of social welfare. Next is the concept of needs. Under the concept of needs, we have the universality of needs, and one is the material needs, which is the food, clothing, and shelter. Then the non-material need, which is the spiritual needs, aesthetic needs, need for affection, acceptance, and achievement, and many more. So these are the list of the concept of problems. We have the problem as manifest need, problem as person-centered, problem as universal and yet singular, problem as cause and consequence, problem as the institution lack of dysfunction in societies, institution for meeting needs, problem as challenges and opportunity, problem as requiring a solution in the form of social welfare services, problem as requiring social work help. So these are the concept of provision on how society meets the needs of its members. First one is the individual and the group efforts. Second is the major societal institution and their rules and responsibilities for meeting human needs. For example, the family, the church, the government, economic institution, labor cooperatives, occupations, the forces that bring about change in these institutions. Then, lastly, the societal agency as provision for helping people with their problem as an integral part of the community's institutionalized network of services to the people. So here's are the list of motivations for social welfare programs and services. We have the social justice, social control, economic development, human values and norms which shape policies and services. Example, personal worth, social responsibility, self-determination, personal development, and many more. So, I will talk about next is the social welfare programs and services. So, Historical and current forces contributing to social problems and generating social policies. Historical perspective on the history of the social welfare abroad and in the Philippines. Current global, regional, and local forces. And policies are derived from the constitution, legislation, and locally organized policy-making bodies such as agency boards and are overseen by the governmental, private, or religious entities. Then, policy formulation, implementation, and improvement, interrelated processes, contingencies, and skills required for effective participation. And ways in which society organized to handle welfare programs to respond to the different types of problems. Example, the passage of legislation that led to establishment of public agencies like the Department of Social Welfare and Development and the formation of voluntary organizations to respond to specific community problems. The next is the policies are translated into programs and services through the following processes: the creation of necessary structure, the administration of these programs and that services that include financing, staffing, coordinating, reporting, and many more. The system delivering services. Then, setting priority targets for resource investment in the Philippines based on the National Development Plan. Then, lastly is the assessing and evaluating the effectiveness as well as the deficiency or inadequacies of programs and services in the meeting needs and problems. So the Philippine social welfare agencies and institutions. So, the broad field of social welfare and its various instruments, including social service in education, health, housing, workforce development, community development, population and family planning, labor, and so on. So, next is the field setting for social work practice, includes traditional fields and new emerging fields. In traditional fields, include child and family welfare, medical setting, correction, public assistance, and community centers. In new emerging field, we have including manpower development, human settlements, human and development and social planning, and indigenous people. So, the nature of human needs served by the different social welfare agencies and institutions, whether they hire social workers or not, the planning and implementation of programs and services in social work oriented agencies and organizations, the relationship between these agencies as well as the historical development of these programs. The characteristic and structure of social work as a profession with a focus on the past, present, and emerging roles and contribution of social workers in the development and implementation of social welfare policies and programs. So that's end my presentation. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. God bless everyone. Goodbye.